All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praise unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Um, the name of this video is going to be Lazarus and the Rich Man. All right, because this is people use this to prove, so-called prove that is, the doctrine of hell. Now we're gonna go into this, and we're gonna show that this is just a parable. It's not an actual true story. So this does not prove that there's a place somewhere named hell. Okay, this is the book of Luke, chapter 16 and 20. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate, full of sores. Well, actually, let me start above at the 19th verse, Salakia. Luke 16:19. And there was a certain rich man, which was clothed in purple and fine linen, and fared sumptuously every day. Basically, who's this talking about? This is talking about the Edomites. Okay, and the proof of that is, what about Psalms the 73rd chapter? Okay, Lord willing, if I have time, I might even bring that chapter out. Okay. And it says, and there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which laid at his gate, full of sores, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. Right, and that's what we are in this society, man. All right, we get the crumbs that falls from this man's table. Okay, spiritually. Okay, for example, if you work for a corporation, right? Let's say for example, if you're a package mover and loader at let's say FedEx, or you work at a grocery store. Okay, you stock the shelves. Okay, they'll give you a certain percentage of what's the word I'm looking for, of wages. And then what they'll do is they'll take, of course they'll take tax out of it if you make a certain amount of money, which is going off because the scriptures tell you, Leviticus 19:13, thou shalt not defraud a man of his wages. So taxation is defrauding a man, stealing a man's wages is what it is. Okay. 22, and it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torments, and seeing Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. And he cried and says, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water, and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. Now, again, they use this and say, well, see, that's talking about hell. But that's not the case. The flame and this word I'm looking for, this condition he's in, kind of gave it away there. This condition he is in is just talking about a place of bondage, okay, which is referring to slavery in the kingdom. Okay, you live good on this side, but now you're gonna suffer and see how it is to be on the bottom. That's how it is. Scriptures tell you, he that is first shall be last, and the last will be first. Okay, so since you were first in this world, now you're gonna have your time to be the beggar. Okay, so Lazarus, the poor man, is going to be is going to basically trade places with the rich man, and now the rich man's going to become the beggar, and Lazarus will become the rich man, and that's what's going to happen in due time. All right, 25. But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy life receiveth thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented. See, just like what I said, the rich man had a good life, and Lazarus did not have a good life. Okay, these Edomites, which I'm not saying all of them. Obviously, a lot of Edomites are in poverty as well. All right, because those curses are starting to come upon the nations of Edom. Okay, or I should say the nation of Edom. Okay, the curses are going from us to our enemies now. All right. Anyway, 26. And beside all this, between us and you, there is a great gulf fixed, so that they which would pass from hence to you cannot, neither can they pass to us that would come from thence. And he said, I pray that thee, therefore, Father, that thou wouldest send him to my father's house, for I have 5 brethren, that he may testify unto them, lest they also come into this place of torment. And Abraham said unto him, They have Moses and the prophets, let them hear them. And he said, Nay, Father Abraham, but if one went unto them from the dead, they would repent. And he said unto them, If they hear not Moses and the prophets, neither would they be persuaded, though one told them who was rose from the dead. Yeah, but the point of the matter is very simple. That the rich man is referring to the higher ups of this society, and Lazarus is referring to the lowest. Okay, the truly the Israelites. Okay, because we're the ones who are in poverty. Okay, they become rich off of our suffering. That's just how it works. Let's go ahead and go to the book of Psalms, the 73rd chapter, just to further on prove my statement. Okay, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 73, and verse 1. Truly Yahweh is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish, when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, and their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasses them as a chain, violence covers them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than a heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of full cup are brought out to them. And they say, How doth Yahweh know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Because these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches, which I have cleansed my heart in vain, and washed my hands in innocency. For all the day long have I been plagued, and chastened every morning. For if I say, I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against a generation of thy children. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. Until I went to the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I their end. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou cast them down into destruction. How were they brought into desolation as in a moment? They are utterly consumed with their terrors. Let me stop there for a second. And if you have a conversation, well, let's say somebody who won the lottery. Let's say they win, let's say 25 million. Let's just say, could be higher, could be lower. The thing is, a lot of them will tell you, even though it's good to have these riches, they'll tell you that it's really messes up their lives, because you're going to start getting phone calls from relatives that you didn't know you had, looking for your money. You're going to start having all types of people try to friend you. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go, you're going to have people asking for handouts. Kind of like an inside joke, but anyway, but yeah, riches, riches themselves are not evil. The scriptures say the love of money is the root of all evil. But the riches themselves, money didn't do anything to nobody. It's just, in this society, a piece of paper. But real money is gold and silver. And there was a time in history not too long ago, and really for almost all human history, and this still happens today, where, let's say, for example, instead of using paper currency or silver or gold to make a purchase, two individuals might come to an agreement. Well, okay, let's say, for example, I don't know, you give me those two computer chairs over there, and I'll give you this couch from my living room. And they might come up with an agreement. So instead of dealing with currency, they might exchange it. Okay, exchanging goods. And that was practiced here in America and really almost everywhere. For example, let's say someone wants a knife and you have, let's say, a fishing pole. You might come to an agreement and say, okay, well, I'll give you my fishing pole and you give me your knife. All right, it's that simple. All right. Anyway, let's see. Let me see. I don't need. You know what? That's pretty much all we need to get on that. We got the main meat of the passage here. All right. So once again, the breakdown of the Lazarus and the rich man is Lazarus represents the Israelites, and the rich man represents the Edomites. Okay. So anyway, I hope that was edifying. With that being said, I can say shalom.